Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ratih Nurlita Niarti. My ID student 22220063. I am from English Education Study Program A2 2022 IKIP SILIWANGI. On this video, I would like to answer several questions to fulfill my final exam introduction to interpreting. Alright, let's start.
Nolan says that the translator studies the written material in the third language and reproduces it in written form in another language, the target language. Usually, the target language is his or her native language. An interpreter, on the other hand, has to listen to the spoken message in the third language and render it orally, consecutively, and simultaneously in the target language. Both of them must have a true mastery of the target language and good passive understanding of the third language. Another important difference between the two is the dictionaries and a wide collection of background materials the translator has to help him or her produce the most accurate written translation possible, while the interpreter has to rely on the ability to get to the gist of the message on the spot. Due to this reason, Nolan 2005 compares the translator to a writer and the interpreter to an actor. A good translator will spend a lot of time searching for a correct technical term of the correct choice of words. A good interpreter has to immediately think of a product precise or a root equivalent if a precise meaning does not come to mind, in order not to keep the audience waiting.
Number 2. Saya setuju dengan adanya kenaikan harga BBM ini. Karena dengan adanya kenaikan harga BBM ini menyebabkan berkurangnya penggunaan kendaraan pribadi dan mendorong masyarakat menggunakan transportasi umum, sehingga mengurangi polusi udara. Selain itu, mendorong kreativitas dan inovasi masyarakat. Dampak lainnya berpengaruh terhadap pemerintah. Kenaikan harga BBM menambah anggaran pemerintah sehingga akan berdampak pada APBN yang tetap stabil dengan menaikkan harga BBM. I agree with the rising price of fuel oil. This increase had led to reduced use of private vehicles and encouraged people to use public transportation, thereby reducing air pollution. In addition, it encourages creativity and innovation in the community. Other impacts affect the government. The increase in fuel prices and add to the government's budget so that it will have an impact on the state budget which remains stable by increasing fuel prices. Saya tidak setuju dengan adanya kenaikan harga BBM. Kebutuhan akan komoditas BBM sangat berpengaruh terhadap semua aspek kehidupan seperti harga barang dan jasa. Inflasi atau kenaikan harga barang lainnya, kenaikan harga BBM membuat biaya transportasi lebih besar dan hal ini yang menyebabkan harga pasar sangat bergejolak tinggi sehingga dapat meningkatkan angka kemiskinan. I don't agree with the increase in fuel prices. The need for fuel commodities greatly influences and aspects of life such as the price of other goods and services. Inflation or increases in the price of other goods, increase in fuel prices make transportation costs higher. This is what causes market price to fluctuate so high and that it can increase poverty and other social problems. Number 3. The Global Biodiversity Assessment, based on the work of 1,500 scientific experts from all over the world, indicates that almost 3 times as many species become extinct from 1810 to the present 112 species as between 1,600 and 1810 38 species. But protecting endangered species can hamper economic growth. And in 1919, 5. Harris' opinion poll of 1,007 adults indicate that only 42% believe that government has struck the right balance between protecting the environment and protecting jobs. Once a species is gone, it is gone for good. So, preserving biological diversity is more important than promoting industrial progress and creating jobs. An endangered species should be protected by law against the spread of industry and pollution, even if jobs are lost in the process. Number 4. Out of the blue, someone else did something wrong. Why should I bear the consequences, Sarkim? Next, every leader is not perfect. There are always shortcomings, but without reducing our respect for those who have contributed to this country. As the saying goes, everything has its flaws or weakness just like with humans. Number 5. Idiom. An expression in the use of a language that is peculiar to itself either grammatically, as not is was not me, or is having a meaning that cannot be deduced from the combined meanings of its elements. For example, one day week. For the one day, a week from next Monday. Simile, a figure of speech comparing two things, often introduced by us or like. For example, boreal cereals, like plants, need pruning from time to time lest they become outbursts and no blossoms. Or, Rachel is as bright as the sun. Parody, a mocking or humorous imitation of another person's speech or manner of speaking. For example, shows like Saturday Night Live and The Daily Show parody newscasts by doing fake newscasts that look like the real thing. Paronomasia, a pun applied on words, usually formed by juxtaposition of two words with similar sound or spelling but different meaning. For example, I like songs about tortillas. I enjoy a good rap. Next, parousia. Deliberate use of course of offensive language to shock. For example, you see a friend doing something wrong and you risk incurring his anger by telling him his is wrong. You are acting as a parasiator. In such a case, you do not risk your life but you may hurt him by your remarks, and your friendship may consequently suffer for it. And then, euphemism. Deliberate use of weaker expression to avoid giving offense or to place an idea in a more positive light. For example, daytime drama instead of soap opera. She's not a liar. She's just creative with the truth. Pass away instead of dying. Let's go instead of fire. Hyperbole, extravagant, exaggeration, use a figure of speech. For example, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Alright, that's all for me. I'm sorry if I made a mistake. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.